Good evening, everybody. This is the Board of Selectmen meeting for September 24th, 2024. And I will invite everyone to join me in saluting the flag. Please stand if you're able. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And we're going to go slightly out of order because we have someone here who needs to jet. So the first thing we'll do is committee appointments. And we'll start with you are Erin Lynch. Welcome. And you are hoping to join the Conservation Committee. And can you just share a little bit about yourself and why you'd like to join the committee?
Yeah, so I'm a big advocate for water, especially preserving it and protecting it. Back a few years ago, I read a stat that said that the ocean will be mostly plastic by 2050, and that just scared the bejesus out of me. So since then, I've just been really passionate about water and trying to make sure that, you know, we can do everything that we can.
Excellent. Thank you. All right, I will entertain a motion to appoint Erin Lynch to the Conservation Commission.
So moved.
And second, and then is there any discussion? Do you have any?
No, just glad to see people willing to get involved.
Yeah, it's great. Thank you.
Of course.
So all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Welcome. And so the next thing you'll need to do is head over to Town Hall where you'll see our town clerk, Tara, and she'll swear you in.
Okay.
And then Brandon is on the Conservation Commission.
Yes, he's come to a few meetings.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so I was going to say hook up with Brandon or somebody else from Conservation and they'll let you know when their meetings are too. So.
Came right here.
Oh yeah, of course. That's right. Thank you. All right. And since I think we'll just do all the appointments right now. So the other one is Jamie Gilman, and you want to join the Capital Improvement Planning. Yes?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. And would you like to share a little bit about your background and why you'd like to join that?
I work in private industry, manufacturing, as far as capital improvement, pretty much everywhere I've worked. I've been the project leader for capital improvements. I've done the ROI studies, currently doing it now. Why I like to get involved in town, because clearly financial seems to be our biggest obstacle at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to get involved, like to help, if possible.
Great. So I will entertain a motion to approve Jamie Gilman for Capital Improvement Planning.
So moved.
Second. And any discussion?
No.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Welcome
Thank you.
aboard.
Yeah, welcome aboard. This will be great. And then the last one we have this evening is for tree warden. I will entertain a motion to approve Randy Morgan as our tree warden.
So moved.
Second. Randy does have background, he's not here tonight, but he does have background with trees, he's experienced, and he's interested in doing the job.
He was tree warden at one point too. Is that correct?
Not in town, not here, no.
Okay, but I know he's got a lengthy history in the tree business, so I think he's qualified if you ask me.
Yep. Any other discussion?
Nope.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And just to confirm, that is a paid position, is that right, Ashley?
Yes,
This is a
it
paid
is.
position? Okay.
Mhm.
So he will receive the
It's a
4,000?
stipend of $4,000 a year, yeah.
All right, thank you. So the next thing we'll do is we'll go back to the beginning and approve our minutes. We have minutes for August 13th and an executive session for August 13th. So I will entertain a motion to approve those two sets of minutes.
So moved.
Second. And you had a chance to read through and everything?
Yep.
Okay. Any other, anything you want to say? Or-
It looked good to me, as far as I can remember everything that happened and transpired, it looked fine.
Yeah, it looked good to me too. So all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And went out of order, so I gotta get myself back on track. Okay, so now we, yep. Approve the
Fun
warrant.
thing about
I had to find
computers.
the list of warrants and their amounts, because I don't know those by heart. So I will entertain a motion to approve payroll warrant number 7 for $338,742.36. School warrant 1018 for $143,468.67. General warrant for number 1019, $324,221.53. Fire and Highway 1020, $234,301.38. And CDBG NB 20, number 1021 for $32,230.73.
So moved.
Second. Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And the next thing is a spending request from the Highway and Water Department. The request is for $2,895. This is the lowest of 3 quotes for a compactor ram, jumping jack compactor. They need it for digging and pipe installation, water lines. Last one we used was not owned by the town, and it would be a one-time purchase. So that looks like everything, but I don't see your sign off on that, Mike, and do you need to sign off on
I
that?
would
as
sign
procuring
off for
law?
that, yes.
Okay,
I've looked at this now, I
Okay.
had not reviewed the quotes, but I have done that since. I just want to point out with this thing, is that the one they were using before was owned by an employee who left the employer of the town, and we do need this to put the water line to the Hucks building.
okay,
As you recall, last week, we discussed it, and unfortunately, it's necessary. And they need this to compact the earth after they put the line down.
right,
Okay.
thank you. So I will entertain a motion to approve that request.
So moved.
Second. Any other discussion?
Nope, I think that's all we need to know.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The next thing on our agenda is employee evaluations, and I will suggest that we table that for next week so that Jason can be involved with that as well. And what we're doing is looking through town templates of their employee evaluation forms and their processes, and we're trying to come up with a process that suits the town of North Brookfield. So we have all of those templates, we just want a chance to sit down and go through them piece by piece and discuss them and figure out which pieces we really like and put together the pieces that we like. So if that's okay with you, we'll table that
Yeah,
and discuss it.
absolutely. I think that's a good idea. Wait till Jason's here so we can all be on the same page.
Yeah. All right,
Do
so
we need to make a motion to table that?
I don't think so. Do we need to make a motion for that?
think so.
Okay.
Just table? I don't think so.
All right.
Okay. Next thing is the new business from the library, we're accepting a gift in memory of Colonel Richard P. McAvoy. And this sounded really nice, I'm gonna read it. There. From the library chair. Dear Mr. Petritus, at our meeting last night, the Board of Trustees unanimously voted to accept the gift of a memorial bench in memory of Colonel Richard P. McAvoy. Colonel McAvoy was a graduate of North Brookfield High School and United States Military Academy at West Point. He served 28 years in the U.S. Army, earning 2 Bronze Stars and the Valor Award. After retiring in 2008, Colonel McAvoy worked as a contractor in Iraq and Afghanistan. He was killed on August 22nd, 2015, at the age of 57. The bench itself will be black, polished granite, 3 feet 6 inches long, and 1 foot 2 inches wide with curved legs. Luann Varney, Colonel McAvoy's sister, is paying for all costs associated with this bench, including its delivery and installation atop a concrete surface. Since the town of North Brookfield owns the library building and its premises, we're requesting that the Board of Selectmen also accept this donation. A final step would be to determine a suitable placement for the bench on library grounds. So I will entertain a motion to approve and accept that donation.
So moved.
Second. And is there any discussion?
I just want to say thank you to Luann Varney. I'm sure it's going to be a very beautiful piece that's going to complement our library.
I echo that. And I think they also wanted to, I don't know if they wanted us to help determine the placement, but I trust the library to determine the best spot for that. So, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That was lovely. So the next thing, we've done the conservation appointment, capital improvement planning appointment. The next one is to discuss Ocam and North Brookfield Senior Center.
Yes, last week I had a visitor from Ocam, and he was a representative of the Council on Aging. He expressed an interest in combining our senior centers. Ocam has a very small senior center, and they don't currently have any staff. He said it's about half the size of my office, so it's not a big senior center. I think we have extra capacity, and I don't know what they could contribute financially. Certainly, we would expect at least to receive their formula grant, and whatever they normally dedicate towards the senior center they have, and then to provide those services. What I'd like to do is, with your permission, contact the Ocam Board of Selectmen and request a meeting with myself and with Courtney and possibly a member of the board to sit down with them and see if there's an interest at that level.
Okay.
I don't know if you'd be interested.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I would be interested in.
That way we get more details about what they can provide, because if we're taking on more, members of the senior center from another town, we want to make sure we have the capacity to meet them, if they can offer any kind of resource assistance, whatever that might entail.
I was told they have 30 to 40 active
So you have your-
active residents, and usually at the congregate meals, it's in the low single digits. So it's not a lot of extra capacity, and I think we can take that on if we get some resources.
I will entertain a motion to approve Mike reaching out to the Ocam Senior Center and their board, and to determine what next steps might need to be in place.
And I will also see if there's any state resources for regionalization.
Okay.
That'd be great. So moved.
Second. Any other discussion?
No?
I think that would be excellent. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
The next thing is a code of conduct policy
It
for approval.
pains me that we have to ask you for this. But
Yes.
we've had some bad behavior at town hall, people behaving inappropriately and disruptively and even a bit threateningly to our staff. We need to do something about that.
Disrespectful to both the staff and the patrons to the town hall.
Yes.
Anybody that's there just conducting business.
Right. So, I'm going to read this out and then I'll entertain a motion to approve it. So this is a policy for a code of conduct in town hall and town offices. The town of North Brookfield's employees strive to provide a positive experience for those visiting town facilities, and the town supports a workplace that is conducive to personal safety and security and is free from intimidation, threats, or violent acts. The town does not tolerate workplace violence, including the threat of violence by anybody who conducts business with the town. The town will not tolerate harassing conduct that affects employment conditions, that interferes unreasonably with an individual's performance, or that creates an intimidating, hostile, or offensive work environment. Complying with this code of conduct is required by all people doing business with town employees. Violators who do not comply with this policy may be asked to leave the premises. And then there's a list of expected conduct. Avoid causing disturbances or disruptions. Show respect for others, building facilities, and personal property of others. Use common courtesy when interacting with others. Do not engage in any lewd or offensive behavior. Any form of violence is prohibited. Smoking, drinking, alcohol, or appearing to be under the influence of any illegal substance is prohibited. Shouting or raised voices is strictly prohibited and reason for removal. Repeated violations may result in permanent suspension of facility privileges. Thank you for your cooperation. Okay, and then that's separate. So I will entertain a motion to approve this policy.
So moved.
Second. Did you want to add anything, or?
No, I think it covers pretty much everything we'd want to put in there. You know, just put the message out there that people need to be respectful to town hall employees, elected officials, other patrons visiting the town hall, any residents, visitors in general.
Yep, exactly, and I'm sorry that we have to do this, but I think it looks good, and it's
It should be common sense, but
comprehensive. All right, all in favor?
aye.
Aye. And then will this be posted?
It will be posted on,
Okay.
probably in more than one place.
Perfect. And then the next thing is just a reminder to residents that anyone conducting business at town offices, the town offices will be the early voting location for all voters who wish to participate in early voting. The offices will be open for regular business, including early voting. Residents should conduct themselves as they would on voting day at the senior center. Disruptive behavior will not be tolerated. Under Mass General Law, Chapter 56, Section 29, unlawful interference with a voter shall be punished by a fine of not more than $500 or by imprisonment for not more than 1 year. Also, there is no electioneering allowed within 150 feet of town offices. This includes wearing of political clothing, campaigning, etc. No one shall be allowed to collect signatures on petitions, exhibiting, circulating, or distributing paraphernalia to influence the action of a voter. Violation shall result in a fine of not more than $20 for that one. Mass General Law, Chapter 54, Section 65. So that's just a voting reminder. And we are up to public comment. Anyone? No?
Nothing tonight.
Nothing tonight.
Okay.
And we just have a few more announcements. Let's see. An announcement about the flushing some water mains throughout town. So this is from our water department. The North Brookfield Water Department will be flushing water mains throughout town beginning Tuesday, October 1st through Friday, November 8th. The purpose of the flushing is to remove sediment buildup in the mains. The flushing may result in temporary discoloration of water caused by small particles dislodged during the flushing. This discoloration might stain your laundry, especially white materials. Flushing is performed between the hours of 7:30 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. We post our daily flushing schedule on the North Brookfield Water Department Facebook page. If you would like additional information, please call the Water Department at 508-867-0207. And then another announcement, we have Oktoberfest coming up. It's a fundraiser for the townhouse, and that is this Sunday?
Sunday.
Thank you, I was trying to figure out which day of the week it was. September 29th, noon to 4 p.m. at Common Ground Cider Works. So it's always a fun time. You should go. And I think that's it for announcements. Do we have anything else?
I have nothing.
Nothing tonight.
Great. So I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, everyone.